Imagine you're deep beneath the Baltic Sea, surrounded by cold, black water, with nothing but darkness stretching in every direction. Then, suddenly, something appears on the seabed, a strange shape, almost perfectly circular. It's enormous, nearly 60 meters across, resting deep beneath the surface. But at first, nobody knew what they were looking at. It wasn't a photograph. It was a sonar image. And that strange image would soon become one of the world's most famous underwater mysteries. But here's the strange part. And here's the strange part. The people who discovered it weren't looking for a mystery at all. They were looking for treasure. In 2011, the Swedish exploration team Ocean X was searching the Baltic Sea for shipwrecks, when their sonar detected something unusual. On the sonar screen, a large formation appeared on the seabed. Its shape looked strangely geometric. Once the image became public, theories spread everywhere. Some believed it could be an ancient structure. Others imagined something far more secret. And then came the most extraordinary theory of all. What if the object wasn't natural? What if it was a crashed UFO? But there was one major problem. That famous image wasn't a photograph. It was sonar. And sonar can make ordinary underwater features look surprisingly strange. A shape on a screen isn't always what it appears to be in the real world. So there was only one way to get closer to the truth. Go down there. Divers descended into the darkness, deeper and deeper, toward the mysterious formation. But they didn't find a giant spacecraft waiting on the ocean floor. They found something far less dramatic and far harder to identify. Down there, the conditions were far from perfect. The water was cold, dark, and filled with sediment. Even the divers couldn't get a clear view of the entire formation. The expedition team also reported problems with some electronic equipment and communications near the site. That detail quickly became part of the legend. But there's an important distinction. An unexplained equipment problem is not proof that the anomaly caused it. And there was no independent evidence proving an unusual electromagnetic field. Then investigators turned to something much more tangible. The rocks. Geologist Volker Brchert examined material associated with the investigation. The samples included ordinary geological rocks, including granite, gneiss, sandstone, and basalt. To understand what might be beneath the Baltic Sea, we have to go back thousands of years, because this landscape wasn't always underwater. During the last ice age, enormous glaciers covered much of northern Europe, and those glaciers were powerful enough to reshape entire landscapes. Moving ice can drag enormous rocks across the ground, grind them against bedrock, and leave strange deposits behind when the ice disappears. So a strange shape on the Baltic seabed doesn't automatically mean something was built there. It could simply be the result of geological forces acting over thousands of years. And this is where the story gets interesting again. Because a geological explanation may be the most plausible answer, but it doesn't magically turn that original sonar image into a solved mystery. So, what do we actually know? We know that an unusual feature was detected beneath the Baltic Sea. We know divers investigated it. We know geological material was found in connection with the investigation. And we know there's no solid evidence proving that the formation was an alien spacecraft or a secret underwater machine. Yet somehow, the story became much bigger than the evidence. One blurry sonar image became UFO theories, headlines, and eventually, an internet legend. Maybe the real mystery isn't what was hiding beneath the Baltic Sea. Maybe it's how quickly we turned an unexplained image into an extraordinary story. Because sometimes, the ocean doesn't need aliens to amaze us. All it needs is darkness, an unexplained shape, and a question that refuses to disappear. But our next mystery takes us much farther from Earth. More than 1 billion kilometers from the sun. A world with clouds, rain, rivers, lakes, and seas. But there's one extraordinary difference. It doesn't rain water. It rains methane. Next time, we travel to Titan, the moon where it rains methane. If you want to uncover the world's strangest mysteries with us, subscribe to our channel on YouTube.